Takes me back to my childhood.
Well, the record today happens to be kind of low. It's only 88 degrees, and we're looking, well, maybe around 87, so you can pop up a degree or so. It just depends on the timing of the wind and such. So out at SeaTac, it's going to be another hot one. We hit 85 degrees out at SeaTac yesterday, nowhere near the record, which was 92, but overall, not a bad day yesterday. And today, we're starting to see a few more clouds around, starting to see a little bit of moisture work its way in here. That's the sign of a change is headed our way. Another pretty morning there in Port Angeles, though. It's going to be a pretty sunrise once we pop that sun up there. And take a look out at SeaTac. Starting to get busy out there. It's just been a pretty busy week overall. And so as we've been warning all week, allow a little extra time if you headed that direction. Sully's and Alki, a mix of clouds and some clearing, and that's going to be our story through much of the day today. Most of the clouds around actually are middle and high clouds right now, associated with a little weak disturbance that's moving in from off the coast. Down there in Grand Mound Elementary School, just starting to brighten up a little bit. Temperatures very mild this morning, upper 50s and low 60s most spots to begin the day. University of Washington high resolution model showing a few clouds over the area. We will be looking for those areas of showers to develop in the Cascades again this afternoon. There's going to be more of those and some thunderstorms as well, and we may see some of those kind of drift off into the foothill areas, especially from about Seattle southward. So don't be surprised if you hear a roll of thunder if you live over on the east side of I-5. Might see some make it out into the foothills. Probably going to stay up in the mountains, but there is that risk. It won't produce a whole lot, but an exciting end to our warm spell it looks like. And then as we head towards overnight tonight, we're going to get that push of marine air. Might be a little bit of drizzle around tomorrow morning. We'll clear out to some sunshine tomorrow afternoon and kind of settle into a pattern of morning clouds and afternoon sunshine. Though again, we might see a little bit of drizzle on Friday morning once again before it clears out to sunshine in the afternoon. And that pattern pretty much lasting through most of next week for that matter. Take a look outside. This morning, we're going to be looking for partly sunny skies today. That chance of a shower late today, mainly near the foothills. And you might hear that rumble of thunder. Highs mid to some upper 80s. Tomorrow, morning drizzle and sunshine, mid 70s. Same again Friday, low 70s. Over the weekend, morning clouds and afternoon sun. Not too bad, really, though. Mid 70s Saturday, near 80 on Sunday. And then next week, morning clouds and afternoon sunshine pretty much through the week. And highs in the low to mid 70s. Very normal June weather next week.
All right. Thank you, Rich.